aspiring entrepreneur, or someone just simply exploring new opportunities, you're in the right place. Welcome again. I am Nicole and I'm one of your hosts for today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Janice from Singapore, and I'm also one of the hosts for tonight. We are so excited to see so many aspiring entrepreneurs joining us online this morning. And together with Nicole, we will be sharing an incredible digital business opportunity with you. Now, our goal today is very simple. We want to help you to understand the concept of this digital business model so you do not miss out this great opportunity. And a quick reminder, if you haven't been invited to our private Facebook group, Dream Achiever Online, please connect with the mentor or coach who invited you to this session and request to join. Inside this group, you'll find even more valuable resources and real-life success stories to help you understand this business better.
So I believe most of you here may have watched our business introduction video, which is a 90-minute complimentary webinar. If you watched it and you didn't quite understand it, that's okay. And that's what this session is here for. And that's why we're hosting this webinar today, so that we can provide you with some more insights. So first thing, I'd ask that you set aside your past experience and your assumptions. Try to temporarily clear at least 50% of what you think you know. And if you're like me, someone with a little more experience, then I'm going to ask you to let go of 80% of what's in your head, because your current understanding, you might still be stuck in that old .com era. So building websites, selling products online, you might be thinking of doing some form of e-commerce or drop shipping. I encourage you to let it all go, let it go. What we're about to introduce you to is a complete all-in-one digital business system. And it's very different to what you might have seen before. So if you didn't fully get the webinar when you watched it the first time, it's okay, it's completely normal. But don't worry, the core concepts are actually very simple, and we're here to walk you through it step by step. So to let you know a little bit more about me, 5 years ago, I was working full-time in an executive role in a university, still living paycheck to paycheck. And my son suddenly became really unwell and my life was turned upside down. My son was in constant pain all over his body, 24/7. I've since found out that all the pain receptors instantly turned on in his body and have never turned off. I didn't know how I could do everything. I was a sole parent, so I was torn from doing my sort of big job and earning money and paying rent, or going to medical appointments, or even getting my son, who could hardly walk, to school for an hour or two a day. It was a lot. I knew I wanted more. I needed to be with my son. I needed more time, more flexibility, and I needed more to life. And it was not just for me, but it was for my son and it was for my future. So I let go of my university job to look after my son. And that's when I came across this digital business. And honestly, it's changed everything. I started building a business that fits around my life and not the other way around. I could work from home or from the hospital room or from the beach, wherever and whenever, on my terms. Fast forward almost 5 years, and I've been able to be there for my son. I've moved to the beach, which I love, and I get to travel the world with my laptop. So later this year, I'm off to Singapore and UK and Italy, and it's actually something I never thought was possible.
Thank you,
And you know what?
Nicole.
The best part is I get to help others do the same.
Wow. Thank you, Nicole, for the wonderful sharing. Okay, so I'm actually a working mom with 2 daughters. My story may not sound dramatic, but I believe many families can deeply relate to it. When I was very little, my parents were busy running a food business and didn't have time to care for my brother and myself. I was barely a month old and I was sent to a paid nanny, and I stayed with her for 11 years. So when I finally returned and to live with my own home, in my own home with my own family, I actually felt like a stranger, right? And that childhood experience made me promise myself one thing. When I become a mother, I'll be there to raise my children personally. I didn't want them to grow up the way I did. So for a long time, I thought that having a stable job, earning a fixed income every month was enough to support a happy family. But the reality was very different. The cost of living kept rising, school fees, enrichment classes, tuition, family trips, and these expenses easily adds up to thousands, sometimes even 10,000s. So I worked very hard and I was recognized at work without a paper qualification. But somewhere along the way, I started to lose my purpose. The industry that I'm in, the job requires me to be on call 24/7. The work consumed my life. Eventually, the responsibility of caring for my kids fell on my helper. I wanted to be there for my children, but somehow I ended up repeating the same story as my parents. And then pandemic came and my husband lost his job. He was searching for a job ever since, but age and economy became a huge barrier. At the same time, while I was working in the oil and gas industry, which was undergoing massive layoff, every day I would hear people whispering about who will be the next, who will be on the list. Some colleagues who had been dedicated to the company for more than 20 years, and they were just let go like that. So I couldn't help but to wonder, what if next? How will my family survive? Then I realized a stable job doesn't mean a secure future. And it was during that time of uncertainty, fear, helplessness, I discovered this digital business opportunity. We often think that life has to be that way. But when this digital business showed me a new beginning, what took me 20 years to build in my corporate, I managed to surpass that income with this digital business in a short 4 years' time.
Wow. And that opportunity is so amazing. And I'm so excited for you, Janice. And I believe that this is why many of you are here with us today. You're probably wondering too, like, could this business be a new beginning for you? Well, today we're super excited to share with you something really special, a digital business model that is truly unique and powerful. To be honest, I don't know if if there will ever be another opportunity like this again. So, to all our friends who are joining us now, we're going to walk you through the 4 key features of our digital business system, which make up the whole package of our business and has already proven to be successful. And these will be your tools when you decide whether or not you're going to start a digital business. Janice, I think it's time to stop keeping them in suspense. Should we begin?
Yes, definitely. Let's go. Okay, we'll start with one of our strongest features of our business, which is our automated sales funnel that makes our work easier and more efficient. Now, everyone can guess like what's this holding in my hand, right? And this recognizable. It's actually a funnel, and most of us probably have one at home. Well, our business, we also have a funnel, and this funnel, it actually works 24/7 for our online business. We are talking about an automated sales funnel that helps us attract interested people without needing to chase or hard sell to friends or family. The system filters out who are just curious and keeps the one who are truly interested. And when someone is interested, our funnel continues to nurture them through our automated follow-up emails and invites to online events, just like this webinar today. Those who are serious will naturally follow the process, step by step, down to the bottom of the funnel, where they are ready to take action. The whole automated process saves us a huge amount of time and energy and makes our business progress more efficient and more targeted. Now, for all of you joining us today, do you know which stage are you in our sales funnel? Yeah. Okay, even if you don't, you can actually share in the chat, but if you don't, you are actually at level 2, which means you have already taken a very important step and you show interest and took action to learn more about this opportunity. That has already set you apart from the crowd. And by turning in today, you are getting exclusive insights into how our digital business works. If you hear today resonates, what you hear today resonates with you, and you decide to take the next step, you'll be moving further down the funnel. The same path many of us took to build something meaningful and sustainable online. So give yourself a pat on the back. You are not just here watching, you're already on the journey.
So next up, let's talk about our second highlight of our system, our world-class all-in-one training platform. It's unlike anything you've seen before. Let me first ask you all a quick question. Have you ever paid to attend any social media course before? And for those of you who did, how long did the course last? Was it a few hours or a few weeks? So here's what's really special. Our system gives you access to on-demand, up-to-date training across all our platforms. So this includes Facebook, Google, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and even TikTok. So now you're the one who decides how much time you spend learning. So there's no fixed hours, no deadlines, just learn at your own pace. And what's even better, the content is constantly being updated. So 24/7, you're equipped with the latest strategies in digital marketing. So imagine this. If you're attending these type of professional training courses at top universities across our countries, it can cost anything from 5,000 to 40,000 USD. And every time you want to update your knowledge, you've got to pay for it again. But with our platform, once you've decided to start your digital business with us, all the training's included. There's no extra fees, no hidden costs. You get a lifetime access to training that evolves with the digital world. So instead of spending thousands of dollars over and over again, why not use one platform that grows with you, supports your goals, and helps you build a sustainable business anywhere? That's what makes our training platform truly world-class and one of a kind.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to the third key features of our business model, our trusted revenue business partner and our cash flow tools. We've partnered with a reputable international brand with over 50 years of history, a company that offers high quality, practical, everyday product that family actually use. In fact, this brand has a patented profit sharing model, operates in 23 countries worldwide. There's no need for you to handle any shipping or inventory. And in 2024 alone, their global revenue hits 55 billion. With over that half was generated through our digital business model without having to sell. Now, our digital business connects to multiple income streams, including physical products, digital tools, service-based offering, consultation income, and even health-related categories. And the best part, we are always expanding with more to come in the future. And I know what some of you might be thinking right now. Yeah, not another business where I have to sell something. Must be another gimmick with product again. I can totally understand that. But let me gently remind you, like what Nicole said, let go of that old way of thinking. And if you can drop at least 50% of the assumption you came in with, and here's the real key point I want you to take away. The product is not something that you need to sell or push. It's simply part of our business tool, cash flow tool that powers up our system behind the scene. You don't have to stock products. You don't need to run around convincing friends or family. Our automated system and proven funnel does the heavy lifting. You just plug into the process and the rest follows. So again, don't worry. We are not here to turn you into a salesperson. We are here to show you how ordinary people are using extraordinary tools to create a sustainable online income.
Thanks, Janice. So let's talk about our fourth major feature of our system, a brand new opportunity driven and powered by AI technology. Our system is not just smart, it's next level intelligent. We're talking about a training platform that's already been used by existing business entrepreneurs globally. And it isn't your typical normal, boring online course. Our community offers weekly mastermind sessions with top mentors, daily drop in and live trainings. So just pop in anytime you're free. Practical marketing tips that you can apply instantly. Plus, empowering your mindset. So things like law of attraction, how to build a vision board, and how to stay motivated through challenges. It's not just about learning skills, it's about becoming the best version of yourself, surrounded by a global community that grows together. Now, here's where it gets even more exciting. Thanks to the cutting edge AI technology, our platform is now truly borderless. Real-time audio subtitles in multiple languages. Even the speakers' voices can be translated into and played into your native language. So this really means that there's no language barrier, no country limitation, just pure learning and connection anytime and anywhere. So imagine learning from someone halfway across the world and still feeling like you're sitting right next to them. This is the future of learning and growing in a global business. AI powered, community driven, and truly borderless. And the best part, it's already happening. You're here on time. So all of these amazing features come together to form a truly powerful all-in-one digital business system. With this, we no longer need to worry about complicated sales work. Instead, we can focus on what really matters, creating value, growing personally, and enjoying more time with our loved ones. So you might be wondering, okay, this system sounds great, but what do you actually do each day in this business? So let me share. Each day we spend time learning through our training platform. And at the same time, we apply what we've learned by doing simple, practical things. So things like setting up your Facebook page, posting on social media, creating short videos and sharing content online, and guiding others who are just getting started in the business as well. All it really is learn, apply, share, and grow. And here's the best part. As I'm doing this, and even while I'm spending time with my family, income starts to flow in thanks to the automation that's actually built into this system. So now, I know you're probably still thinking, you've got to have a product, right? It means we've got to sell. Now, let me clarify. In this business, we do not push or sell products like traditional sales. Our products are just a tool. They help generate the income, and we just focus on the system. The system does all the filtering, the educating, and even the follow-up. So we can focus on what matters most, living life on our own terms. Starting a business with a proven strategy makes this business work.
That's right. And we are actually enjoying that process with what's being set up for us. So if you're here today and you're dreaming of a more flexible, more fulfilling way to build a business, then this is the moment to take action. How exactly should I take action then? We said you're currently at funnel level 2 and you'd like to level up to funnel level 3. What's the next step? It's actually very simple. Right now on the screen, you see a QR code. Just scan it, make a one-time payment of USD 149, and you'll be upgraded to the next phase. And hold on, don't let the mention of payment scare you off. Let's pause and talk about what you actually get for 149, because it's not just a number, it's an opportunity to transform your future. So the 149 will unlock a free access to our core training series. It will be a three-hour pre-coaching video that walks you through our business model, the payment system, the operations, and your return of investment. You'll get access to our global elite community. You'll join our exclusive Facebook group of over 215,000 members worldwide. who are here to support, uplift, and inspire you every single day. You'll get a one-to-one coaching session, get personalized guidance from our experienced coach who will assess your goals and create a tailored business roadmap for you. And then, lastly, access to our powerful digital tools, including a done-for-you personal website and an automated sales funnel system that runs 24/7. And the best part, you're not being locked in. This is a two-way evaluation period. You actually have 30 days to explore everything and decide if this business is right for you. If not, we'll refund your 149 with no question asked. But if you find alignment, and we believe you will, we welcome you to your new entrepreneur journey. To those who have already taken action, congratulations on moving forward and taking into the next level. And to those who are still thinking, we get you because we've been there. And often what's holding us back isn't the opportunity. It's that lingering 50% of old thinking that keep us tied down to the outdated ways. And it's time to let it go. Let go of that fear, let go of that skepticism, right? And coming up, we actually have 4 inspiring individuals who have also taken the same path. They're going to share their journey, their breakthrough, and what's possible when you say yes to yourself. Let their story encourage you to take that next step, because the only thing standing between you and your dream is the action you choose to take today. Let's go.
So first off, we would like to introduce Serena. So she is a digital business owner in Sydney, Australia. Welcome, Serena.
Thank you, Nicole. Hello, everybody. For those who haven't seen me before, don't know who I am, my name is Serena. I am a mother of 3 teenagers, not so teen anymore. They off to uni already. And at the moment, I am a dental assistant and also a proud digital business owner, just like these lovely people here. And my background is I own a beauty salon for more than 15 years. I miss out a lot of my childhood, my kids' childhood moments. I miss their school activities, like going on field trips and mass together with them at the beginning of the school days. And even home reading here in Sydney, we have home reading at home. I miss that too. My lovely neighbor had to jump in and help me do that. So I was devoted to my health, my time towards my beauty salon, until one day I have all these RSI pain from my neck to my back. And one day I starting to feel the tingling in my fingers and all shaking. I go to my doctor to check it out. He said that I have to stop what I'm doing because it affects my health tremendously. So I started to go seek help with a professional, treating the pain in my neck, my wrist, my back, you name it. And when when I'm seeking the appointments with the professional, I have some moments to reflect on my journey, my life. And looking back, I have neglected my kids a lot, and all the mom guilt rushed got the better of me. But then I realized that if I can't just live in my guilt, in the grief in the past, I gotta make a life of myself. My kids need me, so I started to venture out, participating in various of traditional affiliate models, and one of it is also my completing a course to become a makeup artist. That also requires me to go out when they call me, when there's a job available for me. I constantly being taken my time away from my kids, and that also put a strain on our relationship. And I look back at, I said to myself, this is not what I want to do. I want to generate income so I can provide the best for my life and more for my family, not the other way around. So I keep on looking until the year 2020. I came across this all-in-one solution, digital business. I've got nothing to lose. I entered my email and my name to receive all the information I need to know about this business, which maybe most of you are not familiar, don't know not sure what the model is about. So my mentor guided me to pay the 149. Again, I have nothing to lose. I've got 30 days if I decide if this model is not for me. So I paid 149, go in, check out the community, do my due diligence, and it's an eye-opening for me from a non-tech savvy. I have no knowledge or anything. I'm not familiar with the online space, but I was able to follow the world-class training step by step to build my my business from scratch. And also all the tools that I need to succeed is in this model here. I don't need to pay anything, any course outside to learn. Or the mentorship is awesome. I can always reach out when I need to. And it's one of the my favorite is the automated system. It does 90% of the work for me in the back end, so I can focus on spending time with my family, Uber my kids around when I need to, and spend time taking care of my elderly parents. And the training site is worldwide. It's really comprehensible. It's I simply plug in whenever I have time to learn and apply it onto my business, share and grow myself. So apart from the income is the first the thing that brought me into this business. But apart from that, I have personal development. I grow a lot, and I've become more confident talking to the camera. And I also got a chance to meet lovely people in this community. It's become my my friends and my family. And then I have a lot to share, but the time is limited. So I just want to share a little insight, and hopefully my story inspired someone out there who's looking for another way to make to generate income while spending time taking care of your family, your loved one, your elderly parents, or just to escape the 9 to 5, or just to change a career, because time is limited and it's precious. Once you spend it, there's no time. There's no way to get it back. So, and there's no need to live. If you make mistakes in the past, or if you have bad experience in the past, just like Nicole and Janice said, just let it go. There is a bright future for you in ahead. So it's your choice again. Just take up the option, check us out. There's nothing to lose, and maybe it's a life-changing solution for you as well, for your life as well as your kids' life in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Serena. Thank you for your wondering sharing. And for Serena, when she came to learn about this business, she didn't know anything. She was not tech savvy, but she actually overcome her own fear to learn the opportunity, because there's something more behind her health, her children, which is something that we neglected as we work, as we are a working adult, and we tend to neglect ourselves because we wanted to use the normal thinking, work harder to earn a better income for our family. And that is definitely tradition, right? Because today's technology, today's digitalization, it's the future path that you should take along, right? So I'm going to invite the next panelist. She's actually nearby me in my nearby country. She's from Malaysia, and let's have Felicia to share her business journey.
Thanks, Janice. Hi, everyone. Ladies, gentlemen, friends. Good day to you. Yeah, I'm Felicia. I'm currently living in Malaysia. I'm a mom to 3 grown-up kids. I have 2 young adults, and the youngest one is still in the college. I'm actually someone who used to work in a long hours in a demanding job. I was a corporate employee in a banking line, and every day my life was like a sort of a routine. When I start off my job at a younger age, way back in 1991, that stamina, that energy is there, and everything is still, I can push it through whatever the stress and the learning phase that I have to go through. I still have that momentum, that stamina to go through. Then as I was working, I was in the banking line for over 30 years. And along the journey, I've always wanted more time flexibility, because of my busyness, I sort of feeling that my life has something that is missing. While from single, then I got married and I have kids. When the moment I have kids, that was the time that I start feeling my season has changed. And after that, when in my job as well, it was demanding, but anyway, I still do my best. I always believe to work hard and to do the right thing. So even though I wasn't chasing the rank, but I got promoted, and along the way up to 30 years, and I was an assistant manager back then before I resigned from the job. It was 3 years ago, because my youngest son had a difficulty in the academic side. It was actually way back when he was a childhood, and I just couldn't spend more time. It's always like my time with them is so limited. But then I sent him to, even though I sent him to tutor with the money that I earn, I'm able to provide for the family. But at the same time, I was sacrificing a lot of my time to the work, and my full commitment, my dedication to the work. And also at the same time, it makes me feel that I still lack of something, because I wanted to be the mom that, the best mom that I can be. But I constantly feel I fail in certain during the years. And so 3 years ago, after I resigned, I didn't think long, because being the person who is supporting the family, I was afraid to let go of the job. Who would dare to let go of a stable job? I was earning very good, but inside of me, deep down inside of me, I truly feel that whole made me so uncomfortable. But throughout the 30 years, I was enduring with it. At times when I came back home, I will sit down during my quiet time and I was just praying, or I will just silently, tears, and was talking to God about it. And many years passed by, constantly the stress is becoming more and more overwhelming. And on the other hand, on my family, I feel like even though I'm able to provide the money, but I'm not able to provide the time. So, and Zoom, the time passed, my children has grown up, only left the youngest one because of his difficulty. And I have this strong courage in me that I want to let it out. And so I did. That's why I let go of my long built career and I stay home to homeschool him. I didn't think long, what if he didn't succeed? But I thank God, I'm grateful because he passed through his exam and now he's in the college. But then when I come back to think of myself, I want to be able to provide again. I want to be able to independently to, move. So a year ago, that is where I come across this online business. Someone like me is so surprisingly, because I'm not someone who is often in the social media. Been working in the office 9 to 5, more often there's no 9 to 5, it's always overtime. For me, handphone devices, laptop, that will be the last thing. I hated it. I don't want to look at it when I come back home because I'm full of tiredness, so drained. The mind is always like want to shut down. So that would be the last thing. But who would knows that I would come across an online business like this, and it's like it strike, because there's so many scams around. We heard all the news. I also know about it. But when I was in the YouTube channel, then I came across this ad. So I was curious actually, but anyway, I keep it calm. I give it a time. I nearly to scroll it through also, but I know I just look it through. I listen very carefully. Then I somehow have I felt to check in on further. So that's how when I register myself to watch the free webinar, like many of us here do, then I listened through and I got so inspired by their story. People who from even more difficult life. If I think that I'm having my stress and the routine that I begin to feel not passionate about, because as our age catching and the season change, family and our environment, so somehow I don't feel that energy to go on. That's how I follow my conscience. I paid the 149, and I was thinking when I scrolled right to the bottom, I saw the 30 days money back guarantee. That was a bit, give me a bit confident to go ahead and pay the 149. I was also funny. I was calculating when I converted to US, how much would it, if in Malaysian ringgit, if it turns out that this is not something true, my money I wouldn't get back. So I was daring a bit. I took that little calculated risk and I go ahead. So I paid the 149. That's how then I look through and I see through the videos. I got interested. So that's how I came to join this digital business. And it's been a year plus now. I'm not at the stage that where I am, but I know that I'm still in the progress. I'm everyday learning, and a lot of things that I found out that my long years of 30 years serving in the bank, the things that I learned, the skills that I learned, I think I would say I learned much more in this past 1 year in this digital online business, because the skills that we learn is not just like how to run ad and make content, but the thing that I love is that a lot of things we learn is more about human and the communication and the growth and the self-development thing, which I love it. Even the training site was very orderly. And I was so happy because didn't come across my mind that I would get in touch with so many people around the world, globally, people like Janice, Nicole, even Serena, even Cheping. Many of y'all, I would continue to, y'all are from all different walks of life, different part of the world, but here we are in the online space, we're able to meet. So that is something I treasured as well. So that's my experience of how my journey of coming to join this online business. So to people who are listening to my story right now, if you are curious and there's a voice in your heart that to check it out, whether this is for you, don't just ignore or let it go. Check it properly so may that at the end you have no regrets, you can make an informed decisions. Pay the 149 is okay, because after you check it out, if you think that you don't think that you can do this business, then you just ask for the refund. So that's it. You owe it to yourself to make a very good decision that might be a step that could change your future. So that's all I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Felicia. I could really I felt your pain when you were talking about missing out on being there for your children and working 30 years in the bank and still not feeling like you're being present. And I can see, like, as you started talking about the training and the business and the growth, even though you've only been in business for 12 months, you can see that you're so passionate and you've learned so much already. It's just a really lovely thing to see. So, with that, I'm going to bring on our third panelist, and it's Spiff, and he's all the way from South Korea.
Hello, everyone. I'll be saying good morning to you because it's morning here in South Korea. My name is Spiff. I am a Nigerian, but I'm resident here in South Korea. It's been a long time I've lived in South Korea. Before coming to South Korea, of course, I was in Nigeria, and just to buttress, Nigeria was a former British colony, so most of us use British style English. So coming to South Korea, I had the interest in working in the education industry, but unfortunately, when I got to South Korea, my British accent was a little bit of a challenge because many people would say they want American English. American English was like the main thing almost 30 years ago. So it was difficult for me to get into the industry I came to work in. So I struggled a little bit and I was discouraged. But then I had an idea. Why not go around and learn how to speak like an American, you know? So I did what I had to do to overcome the challenge and move on to eventually break into the education industry in South Korea. And fortunately, I would say for the past 20 years plus, I have been running my own education business here in South Korea, and it has been a big, big blessing, not just for me, but also for my family. And let me use this opportunity to tell you that I'm a father of 3 kids, and we are a very, very close-knit family, and we are happy here in South Korea. Now, continuing, I have had this opportunity to meet people in the education industry, and I've had this experience of having related with people of all walks of life, people of all ages, and it has made me so comfortable being in the education industry. And not just comfortable, but also it has made me live a very, very non-digitalized life. In other words, before coming to join this digital business, I had no digital footprint. I was not on Facebook, not on Instagram. There was nowhere you could find me. Actually, it was part of the joke I would make with fellow workers in the education industry because Korea is a very tech-savvy society. People are everywhere on social media. But I would normally joke with them, go find me. You will never see me anywhere on social media. But guess what? When the pandemic came, and unfortunately, I lost most of my clients within a space of 24 hours, I was startled. I was panicked because the thought was, how can I sustain my family without an income? Because here in South Korea, once the government gives an order, the people obey. So as soon as that news came up that there's a pandemic, people shouldn't meet, nothing should happen, I got calls from clients. Oh, I can't be your client anymore, blah, blah, blah. And within a day, I lost over 95% of my clients. And eventually, my family had to go through almost 3 years of pandemic on our savings. It was heartbreaking, but by God's grace, we made it work. But making it work during the pandemic was one thing. Finding the next best solution was another. So during the pandemic, I kept searching through and trying to find a solution to this problem. But I really couldn't find something credible. Friends and well-intended acquaintances even tried to introduce me to some other online businesses. But to me, they were not what I was looking for. I haven't analyzed them. I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. So my search for an alternative way to earn continued. But you know what? God always has a way to help us because in my case, it came in a very unique fashion. So I'm going to tell you that story now. What happened was at one point, a friend of mine called me up and said, Spiff, I need your help. My computer is having some problems. If you could just stop by after work, I would appreciate it. And I said, okay, I'll come over, but I'm finishing late today, so I might get to you really, really late. He said, no problem. As long as you help me today, that'd be great. I said, okay. So I eventually got to him past midnight. And when I went on to help him with his computer, he would always say, don't touch that file. It's for my business. I said, okay. I kept on working and there was another file and he says, don't touch that file. It's for my business. And I kept wondering, what business is this? What kind of a business is it that we don't want to touch the files? So eventually he got to explain to me the brief of what he could and told me that the best way to understand better is for me to register and get to know well when I get those information directly from the platform. And being a trusted friend I've known for a long time, I said, okay, I'll go ahead and register and I will learn all I need to learn. And having done that and analyzing everything I've been told, I was like, okay, this seems like something I could do. But there was one big challenge. If you remember, I said I had never been on social media before joining this business less than 2 years ago. So That was the big thing for me. How do I come into social media? How do I put my face out there? I never liked that. But look at me today. I'm here with you. If you go to my page, you'll see that I'm everywhere on social media. And what am I trying to say? The transition from from an educator to a social media marketer or a social media business person, I'm not saying it was easy, but it was smooth for me because our training made it possible. And the mentors and the coaches and the general community helped me through. I'll just give a brief story about this aspect of the general community. When I newly started setting up my business, having joined it, I remember there was a time at about 1 a.m. South Korean time. I was working on a project, but locally, everyone is sleeping. All other business partners are in their beds, sleeping already. So I didn't know what to do. How can I find a solution? I want to solve this problem so I can move on. So I went to the global platform and I put the question there. Can anyone help me with this? And I'm not kidding you. Less than 5 minutes, I got solutions from different parts of the world and I was able to complete that project. And I was like, whoa, this is really great. And ever since then, I have taken advantage of the global platform as well as my amazing mentor and my fantastic coach. It has been a ride smoother than anything I imagined because honestly, my biggest fear was not committing my money into the business. No, my biggest fear was not working with people. I've always done that. My biggest fear was becoming someone that has to appear on social media. But as I said, the training made it easy for me. And today I've come to love it. I mean, I think I'm on social media just about every day. So what am I trying to say? Whatever challenges you might have had in your past, like I had in my education business because of the pandemic, or whatever fears you may have in transitioning into something new, like I did when I was scared of coming on social media, please let it go. You don't need the fears because our system works perfectly in helping you transition from whatever walk of life you've been in into the digital platform. It's going to be smooth. It's going to be effortless as long as you have the heart to commit yourself to building your business. I am Spiff Own, and I welcome you in case you make the decision to join our platform. I welcome you in advance, and I hope I'll be someone to help you as well. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Spiff. That was so inspiring, you know, from one who has no totally zero. I've never come across people with total zero experience in in the online space. At least people who don't post, they at least scroll as an entertainment. But yours is total zero, which, well, I think is today's world. You are distinct. Okay, but that's really a true, real transformation that you are sharing based on your experience, and yeah, I think your sharing will definitely inspire many, because we actually saw many people who are shy, who are afraid to show themselves on social media to work on this digital business, right? But you are a true life example. Okay, the next panelist I'm gonna introduce is actually Sheping, and you know, Sheping is someone I'm very close to, and I've watched her grow like my baby. And I'm very proud of her. She's close, as in she's also in Singapore, and let's hear her sharing.
Hi, thank you, everyone. So, hi, everyone. I'm Shipping, tuning in from Singapore today. Good morning to all. I'm a full-time working mom and a digital business owner. And honestly, I never thought I'll be speaking at a business sharing like this, because I think most Singaporean or Asian family, we are always taught, you have to study hard, get a stable job, work hard, save hard, and life will be okay. Don't ever start a business. It's too difficult. It's too risky. And for a very long time, I actually believed that until one day it became like it wasn't. Almost 3 years ago that time, I was told that my contract at work wouldn't be renewed. No warning, no backup plan, just that, a simple message to me. We are not extending you this time because of budget cut. Although I still have a few months left back, but I was still in shock. I have been always working very hard. I give my best. My career has been smooth sailing. I was reliable and always willing to learn. And I even trade, my time for work instead of my family. So I keep asking myself, why me? And at that point of time, I was like already in my mid-40s. And the thought of going through interviews again, multiple rounds, competing with people half of my age, honestly, I think it was scary. And also, the morale was, a bit low. And in Singapore, we don't really talk about this enough, but through inside your heart, you will know that once you reach a certain age, the opportunity just shrink, right? You will start to feel invisible. It become like disposable, Even if you get a new a job, often there is a pay cut because people take advantage of you. For me, that was the case. It was like, I got the job offer and it became like, the salary was being cut quite a substantial amount, but it was like, you take it or you leave it kind of offer. So that became my start of my wake-up call. I start asking myself, what if this happened again in another few more years? That time maybe I'll be in my late 40s, or even worse, when I was in my 60s, just before retirement. Although we have good government in Singapore, they help us actually plan for our retirement. But how much is CPF enough for us to maintain that kind of lifestyle that I want, Not that kind of lifestyle, living miserable, just enough to pass time. As we know that the cost of living keep increasing. But if you don't find times to, if you don't find any system that works for you while you rest, I think you really, really have to work. Even till retirement, maybe you still have to go and find some part-time job to sustain the life. So another question is like, I ask myself, do I want to depend on my children next time just because that I didn't plan well now? Because we will know once we stop working, our saving will start to shrink. No chance that they will increase. If you don't work, there is no income coming in, it's going to get smaller and smaller. And that thoughts really, scare me off. At that time, I was also like having a side gig. I was doing tutoring as a side hustle. Income, I would say pretty good. But one thing that actually makes me think hard is that once I stop teaching, I actually earn nothing. It's still like a trading time for money kind of thing. It wasn't sustainable. So that one is something that it really, really made me realize that I need to build something that won't collapse just because I take a break. Something flexible, something that grow with me. And most importantly, it must be something that I can even do after retirement, and it can be actually be built into a legacy for my children. So I start, sourcing online like everyone else does. They will actually, you want to look for a job, you will also start to, Google. And then I did that. And I saw like, there are many people actually doing about this online business and they share about this opportunity. So I also know that, working online has become an in-trend thing to do now. Somehow after exploring a bit deeper, this business model feel like it could works for me because of the automated system. Even if you're not actively working on it, it's still working at the back end, which is good. And then the mentorship provided, that means you did not need to figure things out alone on yourself. It doesn't feel that scary. It feels structured and guided. But still, actually, with the benefit laid out to me back then, right, I was still very scared because I think most people will have the common fear. What if I can't manage? What if I put in money and then I regret it? And what if I'm not creative and then I do not have I was always an employee. I have never, I have no business mindset at all. So I think some of you here today might be thinking about the same thing as me too, because we are all human. Human thinks the same. But then I ask myself a harder question. What if I don't do anything? Do I want to continue to work till, my retirement age? And then if I do not have enough, I will need to go find part-time and continue to work more. So if I don't do anything, will anything change? Probably not. So like, all of you here today, I joined a free webinar. As usual, I think I don't understand everything at first, but I reach out to the person I signed up with and ask question. And then the 30-day refund actually give me a space to explore it properly without pressure. So I just did it. So maybe to cut the story short, fast forward to today, I'm still working full time, but now I have something of my own that I have built towards early retirement, probably hopefully before 50. Something that I can even fall back on, even if my rice bowl, you know, gets shaken. Is someone going to tell me that, oh, you tomorrow or next month you did not come to work? No. Even now, right, when I heard news about restructuring or retrenchment, I'm not that panic anymore because I've already started building my backup plan. Most important, I feel I'm not just like, you know, earning now. I'm also preparing. I'm not waiting until it's too late to figure out about my retirement. I'm doing something about it now. This actually gives me a peace of mind. And the best thing is about this business is like you do not need to be super smart. You know, you do not need to have like a business knowledge. You do not need to be tech savvy or have any business background. I think for me, you just need to be open and the willingness to learn. And maybe instead of asking, can I really do this right? Maybe you should try yourself, asking yourself this, will anything change or not if I keep doing the same thing? What about if I take this step today? Will it give me back some control? And what kind of retirement do you want? Or when do you want to start building it? And most importantly, ask yourself, why am I even here today? Because that reason actually matters most. You don't have to figure out everything right now. You just need to stay open, ask questions, be curious, and most importantly, reach out to the person who invited you here and clear up all your doubts before thinking that this is not for you. Because actually, this business isn't difficult to manage. It's just about how willing are you going to start. It's like I would say a learn and earn program. You can take your time to to learn and earn and grow at the same time. Thank you for listening to my story, and I truly hope whatever path you choose, it will bring you the freedom, peace, and purpose that you are looking for. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sherping. I think Sherping sharing actually summarized all the panelists together, right? So knowing Sherping, she's actually she's in the industry that I used to study. And when I graduated, right, the start off should actually be in a lab. And I asked myself, do I actually just want to spend my time in the lab doing testing and the conclusion is pass or fail? And end of the day, I don't find it challenging, right? So as we grow, we go into different phases of life, being married and have children and growing older. It's a different phases, and each time, you probably have to ask back yourself, what's the purpose of our life, right? And what's the value that we want to find, okay? And that is the reason why all the panelists here, including myself, including Nicole, we grow up from our experiences, we find new opportunities, and we grow even further in life. That's our journey that I see many of us actually outgrown ourselves, right? And some of you might be still wondering, Janice, I hear the stories, I hear the business opportunity, but what exactly are you selling me here? Right? And that's a very great question, because it also tells me that you haven't fully, let go of the traditional mindset yet, right? And I want to again remind that we are not here to sell you any physical product. What we are sharing here is something far more powerful, a proven business model and a step-by-step digital system that allows everyday people to build a future of freedom, flexibility, and fulfillment. So let me turn back the question to you. If today you are here, what is your what is the reason that you are here, right? What are you hoping to gain from this webinar? So most of you are probably here because you want to understand how this business works. You want to learn how to generate income and create real change in our life. Now, let me tell you, this is exactly the right place. Many of our business partners globally, people like you, we have actually gone on earning 4, 5, even 6 and 7 figures in USD through this exact system that we use. And many of us have gained freedom from this business and becoming boss free. So we are not here to share with you, to impress you, but to inspire you that there are possibilities if you are willing to take that step out from your comfort zone. If you're just there thinking, I want that kind of success, but you're just there thinking, you won't get to that success. Your next step is very simple. Take the leap, pay the 149, get full access to evaluate the whole entire system for yourself. Because if you want to succeed faster, you learn from those who have already achieved success. And that's not my opinion. That's a wisdom from Confucius himself. So I invite you, take that step, open that door. Let this be the turning point where your future begins.
I just want to say thank you so much for everyone for joining us today. If something you heard today has actually touched your heart and you feel inspired, take action. Opportunities wait for no one, and time is your most precious asset. So don't let this be another what if moment. Scan that QR code right now and unlock the full experience and see if this online business is truly for you. And we have a special gift for those who attended this live webinar today. So we're offering a vision board workshop. So this is designed to help you take your first steps into digital entrepreneurship. So please contact your mentor and you'll be able to claim this gift of this webinar. And I also have another surprise for you too. So for those people who are actually taking action today, so making that $149 commitment, you'll receive an exclusive access to a 30-day content plan. So this bonus is only available today for the next 24 hours, and it's only for those that join us today. So if you haven't taken action yet, this is your moment right now. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to stay online and give you the opportunity to scan that QR code. We're going to play a video for the next 8 minutes. So please take that bold step because your future self will thank you. And for those of you who've already taken that next step, congratulations, welcome aboard. We'll be reaching out to you with all the details on how to access our exclusive workshop. And if you're still thinking it over, that's okay. Just reach out to your mentor or your coach or the person that invited you here today, and they'll send you a link for when you're ready.
One. Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're Bobby doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
So as what commitment is about, what dedication is about, and
哇天哪好，就是很受宠若惊，
好可爱哦，我很喜欢那个氛围。
Like you were there to help me as a partner, leading partner. Like at the very beginning, I'm really nervous in English part meeting, but you were, oh, it's okay, we can speak Mandarin.
Show our willingness to learn and to grow. And I really, really admire you that, during this time when you give birth, you could have just said, I'm done, I need to take care of my baby. But you didn't. You're still moving forward. You're still working out and showing up for your part. And to even prepare very extensive, very comprehensive slides.
I just want to acknowledge you for the heart that you have for the community. And you're an amazing mom.
She really put lots and lots of effort to nurture us with all her, her expertise in
Having sticking to us till the end. And even though she had mentioned she's a newbie, but I have to take this moment to express my deepest gratitude to your hard work, determination, and also your unwavering support.
You're amazing. You're really amazing. Say thank you to Elsa for her support. We're talking about a business, also about being a mom. So you helped me to kill a lot of my hope.
And always encourage me
which really give me the motivation to keep going. Thank you again.
谢谢他，有他真好。
谢谢谢谢，
真的谢谢你们，这样一路走来，真的想哭了。
常是有一个别的创业，然后还蛮常就是怎样他都要赶回来，然后跟我们一起开会，感受出来，有时候还在戴安全帽。是我们每次会议前都要先做感恩的事情。我觉得这点对我帮助很大，虽然我常常觉得我人生很辛苦，但是借由就是大家分享感恩的事情，我们都可以回顾说，其实我们就是生活当中、事业当中，其实有很多值得感恩的，只是我们可能没想到。非常感谢他，
我们很好 ，perfect。然后我就想说 ，good job 。
I really look forward to our calls all the time, just in the middle of the night. And because she's in another time zone, and I feel so happy that I can just like text her and she's like awake because it's her afternoon time, and then she'll just help me out, and she's so helpful. And I love Esther. Yay!
Because you know your goal really clearly, so that's why you can also lead your team to achieve your goal together. Person, you need to believe in yourself. Yeah, so I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth.
Coming on as a newbie without knowing anything about this business, her dedication and also her acknowledgement of accepting me in the group and be able to just be there unconditionally.
This really shows that the leadership that you have in you, and being new in the business, trying to catch up in many things, also showing up in this business. I think all three of you are very amazing, very strong and powerful mom and entrepreneurs.
我很骄傲，在这个群里，我们的每一次的小组会，每个星期的小组会不曾 miss 过，对，真的是非常非常谢谢你。
那每一次的开会其实就是想要让带领大家一起往前进，所以尝试一些很多新的东西。那谢谢大家，
非常感谢。当我问问题的时候，没想到你这么快的就打个电话给我，然后姐回答了我想要问的全部的问题。So thank you very much。
你最棒，我很短，你最棒。
是
Q。
那我最开心的是看到他的生命，因为进入到这个社团，看到他的这么的打从心里的快乐，而且他把那种能量，那个正能量，他本来有非常非常充沛的能量，能够散播给整个华人的社群，然后透过这样彼此交流的力量，让这个我们的华人的 community 会更来更强壮。
很感动哎，
自己想，anyway，谢谢，不能讲话了。
其实我刚才
想想更多的，可是
害怕，
可是，你讲话，
没事，
爱
你。
我来法国，然后第一个跟我通话的就是 Henny， 然后他那时候是半夜，我们两个聊了超久了。
I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate your incredible positive energy. I think the first time when I saw you is you replied to one of my posts, and we both love plants. We're plant people.
感动了，就是很感谢呢进来这个 team， 然后这个大会帮助我很多，但是他带给我们一个很轻松的感觉，让我们轻松的去面对这个事业，所以我很感谢你。而且我真的前天真的跟他讲3个小时电话，不是故意的，就是一种聊来聊去，我们聊事业也好，聊生活一切也好，就是觉得说，有一种感动是没有办法去意会的。我们是荧幕前的朋友，可是却好像我们认识了很多年。我觉得这种感动是很难得的。
然后总是为我们每一个伙伴指点，就是他们的理解，然后任何时刻也都是关怀，然后全力支持每一个伙伴。
然后因为他会用比较就是
第三角视角去看待，然后会为我带来很多很多很不错的一些想法，让我可以想到说，哦，原来我可以怎么做会更好。
我在我旁边，你还帮我剪接，你还帮我上字幕。
就是他会去体谅每一个成员的状况，他会去彻底去了解每个人的状况，然后去了解，然后去体恤我们每个人的状况。
他时常都会。他的包容心，他会讲，我们办公室玩罢了，不需要那么紧张这样。所以他给我们的，他讲的这些话哦，使我们没有这么紧张。然后这样，因为有他们带着我们，所以过后我们第3集、第4集都觉得很没有这么紧张了。谢谢 Nicky。
Use here to work on your business and work on your goal. To never let anything stop you.
But wisdom is candy. Doesn't mean I'm spoken so open. I gave and 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 I. And if I'm better off alone, I'll breathe and embrace it on my own. And if I'm better off alone, breathe and embrace it on my own.
Work on your business and work on your goals. To never.
What a beautiful community we have. So with that, we're wrapping up today's sessions. And so have a great day, a great evening, wherever you are in all over the world. And from us, it's good day. And this may be the beginning of an incredible new chapter. Thanks, everyone. Bye.